You learn from your mistakes and learn from other people's mistakes. And we must not repeat the mistakes that the future generations made. I grew up in a time, an era where there was previous wars. Those wars had nothing to do with me. I wasn't even born. Those are the mistakes and the tragedy of the previous generations. The new generations must not. Don't be recruited into a war that started 100 years ago. That's insane. These organisations, these other things, they are frozen in time. Certain countries are frozen in time and they have the same repeat propaganda junk message. Frozen in time. They are propaganda junk message, just sitting in a little position that they're paranoid because they know once they lose that there's nowhere else to go and there's no lifeboat for them, because they've created not allies, they've created enemies. You know, a world at war with itself is not the answer. We must go forward, put all our energy. There's a path to war and there's a path to peace, and I chose a path to peace. You know, I never joined armies or navies, or I never joined any of that. You know, I was an impulsive person. I visited a lot of places. I lived a different type of life, but I never joined any of that. You know, I've been able to study and step back and see the bigger picture. It's just land and sea. We're just people from the human race, and the human race needs world peace. And world peace, it needs food, water and shelter all over the world. Not by some bottomless well charities, big, you know, a whole encyclopedia of charities, a whole list of charities, this charity, that charity. It still hasn't worked, has it? You know, the world needs like a survival financial unit that is for planet Earth. A survival bank that can food, water, shelter on a massive scale. And that's like that survival bank should have a world flag, and that should be like a future survival bank, future survival bank. And that should be administer basics, just the basics, food, water, shelter and medicine on a big scale where people can live on a survival point. We all need to get to that survival point. And you know, you have to believe in the people, believe in the human race, because they made these wonderful, brilliant inventions which have been inherited. But inventions must be used for good, must be used for peace, not used for war. I'm anti-war, but pro-defence. I'm pro-defence, and just as a deterrent that there is units in the world that believe in the world and believe in world peace. And believe in a world flag. I believe in a world flag, to be honest. All these passports, all these flags and all these things, we're just people. I understand the security process for it, and borders and things, and I understand the security process of it. I'm a smart person. But we're just people. People on planet Earth, and life's too short. And, you know, we have to make a collective connection and a unit like a survival bank that has a world flag and that can do certain projects, because when you do certain projects it raises the percent of positivity higher. There's 2%. It's like a constant battle of forces of negative and positive. People who do wrong and make mistakes and people who do good. And the side of positive graph must always be, the side of good must always win and prevail. And through history, sadly, negative has risen, and it's been tragic. But then, at the end of it, there comes an end point, and good and positivity triumphs over negativity and evil. Eventually, in some cases. So, you know, the world, a planet in space, it's land and sea. It's just land and sea. You know, it's just land and sea, and our time is very short. And see the bigger picture, whichever country you're from, whatever you've been taught in schools and things, see the bigger picture. It's land and sea, and we're all part of the human race, and we're all human beings, and we all come under a world flag. Or we could all be aliens from another solar system from microbes and bacteria on a meteorite. It could be possible. We need world peace. World peace, yeah? Okay, because there's a lot of people in the world that are in situations that, you know, that are not of their choice, that they didn't create that situation, and we're born into a post era, but we must look to the future and realise that the past generations, great inventions along the way, but the past generations, they made a lot of mistakes. They made a lot of big mistakes, and we learn from our own mistakes and we learn from their mistakes, because the previous generations, they made big mistakes, but we, the future generations, the positive side, we take the positive from that. We don't have to make the same mistakes they made, because the future generation, a lot more technology based, and we have a lot more information now. You can see the world as a planet in space. It's land and sea, and we're all part of the human race, and we're all human beings, and we all come under a world flag, and we all must control ourselves, become calm, become people of peace, people of world peace. And then if we all put our energy, to have a war is easy. To have a war and a conflict, it's easy. To have peace and to go forward in peace, that's the real tests and challenges that face us as human beings and face the human race. That's the path. We can go down a path of war, or we can go down a path of peace. Now, war, we've seen through history, at the end result is just devastation and tragedy. We don't need to go down that path. So what we do, we go down the path of peace. There is no in between. So we become people of peace and go forward in peace and go down the path of peace. Not just one, all of us. You know, we have the past, the present and the future. The past is gone. In the past, three things: the past, the present, the future. In the past, we look at the past, we learn from the mistakes, and we learn from other people's mistakes and the human race's mistakes. In the present, we focus, we live in the present, we live in the now, and we do things in the now and in the present for the future. We plant seeds in the now. We plant the seeds of peace, the seeds of inventions, the seeds of great ideas to become better people in the now. And then the future is always, we are always going forward to the future. So it creates a better future for us all. And that's what we need. We need a future of world peace. And we have a great opportunity and chance, the human race has a great opportunity and chance to make this planet 1,000,000 years into the future far better. A utopia, not a dystopia. Not a world war, world peace. We must be on the opposite. There's only two opposites. We must be people of peace. I understand that, and that's what I chose. So I put all my IQ and my energy and my time into certain projects, and I do them, and I got brilliant results. When you have positive thinking, positive energy, positive action, you will get positive results. But it all has to be 100%. Positive thinking 100%, positive energy 100%, positive action 100%, you will get positive results 100%. Okay, so there you go. World peace. This documentary, test documentary, was just record a few facts and ideas of, you know, the open-mindedness and the possibility of UFOs from other planets or from this planet. Maybe even they're already among us. Maybe someone watching this is an alien from another planet. If you are, hi. You know, I'm an Earthling. My name is Anais Amber Oginai, and I'm the head of ZXI Private Corporation. I'm the head of it. I founded it and I created it. Smart, very smart. For the record, I just want to record on this. My IQ, perhaps sometimes it has been 5,000 plus, infinity plus. Clever. Sometimes. Okay. Thank you very much. I just wanted to record this as a test documentary, and thank you very much. World peace. Choose a path of peace. Yeah? Okay. Thank you. Never give up. Good luck. Okay, recording on this. There's 2 minutes recording on this. if you, whatever situation you're in, okay, I'll put some data on this. I've done some other videos which are different types of videos. I'll do this just as a recording. Whatever situation you're in, it's a situation, and all situations, you know, you can analyse as an analyst. And what you can do is this. Certain things they label as problems. You never focus on the problem. You focus on the solution. Always focus on the solution. You have unfocused and focused. You must focus on the solution. And check the different options. Also, there's always clues around us, wherever you are in the world. There's always clues that are around us. Look for the clues around you. But also, realise this. There's negative thinking 100%, negative energy 100%, negative action 100% will get negative results 100%. That's a big mistake. So you have positive thinking 100%, positive energy 100%, positive action 100% equals positive results 300% plus. That's good. There's a path of negative and a path of positive. Here's a wisdom tip. There's a place in the future, and you can have two futures. If you go down a path of negative, you'll have a negative future. If you go down a path of positive, you'll have a positive future. Go down the path of positive, which has tests and challenges, but the end result is a positive future. Choose the path of positive to a positive future. Focus on all things that are good, peaceful and positive, and go on the positive path to the future. It is your life path, and that's where we all must go. There is no in between. That is the choice for us all. Choose a positive path in life. Okay, thank you. There's some wisdom tips. I'm Ananias, Amber Ogeni, ZXI Corporation. It's a test documentary recording DVD. Okay, thank you. World peace.